Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back. I went ahead and started the stream real quick. I'm going to go ahead and be streaming some chess today. I'm going to get the music going here in just a second. That way we're not just sitting here in the dark. Okay. Interesting. Having an issue with the soundtrack. Yeah. Going to be streaming for about an hour today. And I'm going to go ahead and throw all the stuff into the socials. Give me just 1 second. Go. Just putting all the socials in. What does this say? Okay, well, I don't care. I do have to remember to fix that in the future going forward. There we go. Can everybody hear me? I'm going to turn my mic a little bit. There we go. Chilling. Hills. Can you give me my corn off the plate? In a small bowl of that as well. All right. I hope everybody is doing okay. All right, so for those who were not in the the stream last night, we did end up having to go. I think we went like 20 minutes, and then we had to cut it short. And I'm actually going to have to run. Give me just 1 second, and I will be back. I got to go grab something from the room. Ugh. It's not even a spoonful. It melted before I got over here. All right. Trying to make sure that it all sounds good. Hey, thank you very much, Creeper. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just got the it 2 days ago. I was gonna get on and celebrate doing a viewer review, game review, an analysis, and what ended up happening was they were using the little switch where you can have two people on, and my my OBS wouldn't allow me to be on camera and audio with them at the same time as streaming. So I actually ended up having to cut my stream to about 18-20 minutes and go do the analysis. So that's what we're going to do now. We're actually going to go through that analysis just real quick. I'm hoping that I'm not going to embarrass Taylor. So we did a stream with Taylor Zeus. And let me pull up his game real quick. Just pull it up real quick on the analysis board. And let me go make sure that it looks okay. Oh, hold on. I switched this around. Playing really stupid. Listen, not all of them can be golden winners, right? So, just 1 second. There we go. I'll go ahead and move this over a little bit so that everybody can see it. Yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of, man. All right. That's not what I want to do. Put that over there. Where's the Twitch chat? I have no idea where I want to put this. There's no good spots. I'll just have to leave it over here for now. So yeah, so what ended up happening was we did a quick yeah, I'll do a review of yours here in just a second after we look at this. Give me just 1 second. It's gonna take me a second. It was stupid. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. Let me go to desktop. Just pulling up my notes real quick. So yeah, it wasn't bad. What's funny about this game is that and we're actually turn the board real quick too. So we're gonna look at it from Taylor's point of view. It was a pretty good game. He's playing with a guy named Eating Wings, which is awesome. It's a 10-minute game. It was recent. It was within the last week or so. And he opens up with the Carol Khan, which is interesting. It's his third most played opening against E4, and it's his least successful. Yeah, it's just 2 days ago. Yep. So he has a 28% win record with this opening, so figured I'd take a look at it. Knight f3 is a little bit of a weird move. Usually you only see this when they want to play the advanced Caro-Kann and they wait. They play d4 instead, and then they play the knight out to f3. So I'm expecting the advance, but he doesn't. So he supports it. Computer says to take is the best, which is pretty common in these kinds of lines, and then taking back results in a queen trade, and you basically equalized completely. Taylor starts out with this move instead. Take. And again, I like the move he played, which was to move the bishop away. Computer likes taking the knight. I'm not a big fan of taking the knight, so bishop knocks back, pushes, forced move. And then, yeah, his opponent kind of tries to develop a piece, but there's like tactics in spots like this with the knight being there, and I was expecting the bishop to come out first. You make these moves here where you push this pawn and then you push this one, and then I'm expecting this is going to be right behind it, or else these are just weakening squares. And instead he played this move, and so I'm developing here is fine. I think knight c6 is the best, according to the engine. But he plays this. It's not, the pawn's not. I made a note here that the pawn wasn't defended, or wasn't attacked. It makes the tactics on the knight, the sneaky tactics, a little less sneaky. He is behind in development, but this move is interesting. It's not easy to refute. And then, yeah, this is the worst way to refute it. So, yeah, just hanging the knight, which Taylor picks up beautifully. And then this is another blunder of the other horsey. In this position, he thought for a long time. He thought for 30 seconds. And what I'm going to guess he did was he thought, okay, well, I had this tactic on the king b4. This doesn't work. I'd like to play this and pick up the rook, or the knight, but the knight comes back. So I'm going to guess that he saw that and then played this move instead. But in this spot, he actually does have queen e5 to pick up the knight. But it's fine. We're not talking about award-winning player on eating wings aside. So this is fine. He's now basically a piece ahead. D4 here protects the knight with the bishop, which is good. He saw that. Knight f6 is a computer best, I think. Bishop here, and then obviously the reason why that was computer best is because of knight d5. Not only attacking the bishop, but also protecting the important c7 square. The opponent either missed this or didn't care. Decides to go for the check, and Taylor's up 2 pieces. Queen here looks like he's going to castle queenside. It does kind of develop the queen a little bit, but also like this is hanging. And Taylor made an interesting observation here, which is that he was just going to look to trade the queens, which is which is fine. Bishop b5 was played, and it kind of took because of the amount of time that he took on this move, which was I think was another like 30 or 40 seconds, or 20 seconds, about 20 seconds. I am thinking that he probably didn't see it. It's an intermezzo. It doesn't really do too much. But by playing the knight here, it does pin the knight. This is computer best, actually. But I was thinking to myself, because of what was played, that maybe knight here would have been more interesting. Just because if the pawn never pushes, then you have this move, and then if the bishop backs up, you can take it, and if you try to trade queens first and the bishop's here instead, I don't know. There's a couple of different ways that you could have played this. So this exchange happens, and then this spot, it's another big think. There's a lot of things that you can do in this position. moving the bishop back, probably not here because you have this push, but moving the bishop back to here, getting these pawns open so that you can develop the bishop. You know, trying to bring the rook over or kicking the bishop, all good moves. I think he looked at all of those and he was like, he either didn't like the development and they didn't do enough for him, and so he castled here, long castle, which is it blunders the bishop, which the opponent takes advantage of. But you know, it's still interesting. Like, he's not, even with the losing of the bishop, he's still up a full piece here. So opponent pushes the pawn, or he pushes the pawn. Opponent takes. Knight does well. Rook over to c1 doesn't threaten anything. Yeah, he ended up. We'll get to that here in a minute. So the rook comes over to c1. It doesn't threaten anything. This square is always defended twice, so there's not really a threat here. The bishop can't move here, so in this spot, moves like knight f3 are good. With the idea that when the king moves up, then you have this fork on the bishop and the rook. Instead, he plays the knight back, thinking that this is protecting somehow. The opponent gives up a pawn, which can be taken either by the bishop or by the knight. I think that because the original idea was knight f3 and then coming to d4. What's funny about that is that with the knight coming to c6, he still has this move to d4, which I think is, yeah, computer best here. But nom nom nom, we take the pawn. Bishop takes f7. He sees it, so he pushes f7, and I laughed out loud. I actually laughed out loud when he played the bishop back, just like, hey, he doesn't have anything to do. He finds d4 now, which I think is still the best. This looks like it attacks the bishop, and it does technically attack the bishop, but it also relinquishes the bishop's control over the e2 square. So knight e2, and then picks it up, and then a series of good moves, computer best. So he takes here. This is computer best. This is computer best hitting the bishop. This is computer best just getting out of this mate here. Well, not. Is it a mate? I think it is a mate. If he doesn't, that's a good question. Is this? No, it's not mate. It's just not as good. Okay. Just getting out of the way out of the threats, and then from here he's up 7 points material, and it was in this moment I told him that we didn't really have to go through the rest of this game. What ends up in the rest of this game, we're gonna literally breeze through it here in just a second, is that he's up a full rook and 2 pawns. It's an easily winning position, but if you don't have a plan in these positions, then you're not going to be any of the wiser. And then when you end up losing positions like this, you're going to wonder how I was up so much material. Why didn't I win? And let's go ahead and skim through and see what happened. So we're just going to go quickly. He's going to go ahead and trade off the pawns. Opponent helps trade off the pawns. He tries to push the pawn. He's going to try to put the king into a mating attack. This is either a mouse slip or it's just, I'm not even sure if he was just trying to cut the king off. I don't know. Even in this spot, he's still winning pretty easily. Yeah, he gets to this spot. He attacks the rook, but doesn't see that the rook's move out of the way also attacks his knight. And so after this move, he loses the knight. This is now in favor of white because of the fact that the bishop's going to be better than the 2 pawns. But another interesting little tidbit here is that this move is still drawn. And this shows you, in retrospect when we get to it, this shows you the power of the pawns in the endgame. So even taking here and losing the knight altogether still results in a dead even. And the reason is because if let's just say that, for instance, you just immediately take these off the board. White can't win. If you trade rooks right here, white can't win with just a bishop. So for that reason, it's drawn. Even though the two pawns over here, the bishop will sacrifice for one. You trade the rooks off, and the king picks up the last pawn. You should be fine here. So, that being said, the game goes ahead and finishes off in, several moves. Just picks up everything, and then the eventual mate. Yeah. So, but after the words, what ended up happening was we set up the board and we went to move 30. And I told him, these are the only two things you really need to know in an endgame like this. One is if you are up material, and when I say when you're up material, I mean that you have more pieces, not pawns, but pieces. If you have more pieces than your opponent, what you want to do is you want to trade pieces and you want to save pawns. Those are the two biggest things. Trade the pieces. If you could just magically take these two rooks off the board, just trade them, get them off the board. Trade the knight and the bishop off the board, get rid of them. A rook and two pawns over here. You're gonna have no problem winning this. You just have to simplify. You just have to get down. So, and then the reason that you don't want to trade pawns is because let's imagine that all of the pawns on the board are traded off. All of them are gone. And let's say you get down to a point where you're with a knight, just the knight and the rook. Let's say you have just the knight and the rook. Or the knight, a knight and a bishop. Let's say there's just a bishop here on the board for some reason. 99% of people don't know how to checkmate with a knight and a bishop. And for that reason, even being up that material, you're still going to draw the game. So why put yourself in a little bit more of a headache situation than you need to when the best thing to do is just simplify the big pieces, the minor and the major pieces, keep the pawns on the board, and then go from there. And in the game that we played, he absolutely crushed me. He took everything off the board. He promoted to a queen, and I ended up getting away with a swindling little stalemate. So, just for kicks. But the whole point of this exercise, it was for him to understand that in a position like this, it's a very simple plan. And without that plan, he lost. And with a plan, he easily crushed somebody way higher than him. So, in this endgame, again, trade off the pieces, keep the pawns on the board. If they ever push this pawn, let's just make some moves for black. You want to make sure that all the pieces are on the board. They have a white squared bishop. You probably want to keep your pawns on dark squares. That way they can't be attacked. In this case, this is fruitless for them. Okay. So let's say they try to push off the pawns. That's fine. We're not going to trade. We're going to say no. They can't. They're going to try to attack the pawn. That's fine. We're just going to do this. We're just going to keep everything on the board. They tried to attack the knight. Just bring the knight back. Get it to a dark square. That way it can't be attacked by the bishop and they can't trade it off. Or, I mean, I guess you want them to trade it off, but getting it so that it can't be just picked up for free. I mean, it is fun. I'm finding it difficult just to find moves here for white. So black move. So let's go. I know there's not really a lot for white to do here. I mean, any move to move up the board is met with this move, and you trade off the rook. So I mean, if I'm going to try to avoid that, then I mean, like this. You want to hang. You can't hang onto the pawn now. I mean, again, really hard to find a move here. So takes. You know, here we're just trying to. Even if they move back here, just trade it off. You know, this is where's the breakthrough for white here? You know, and then now these pawns are just going to run up the board. You don't even have to worry about it. Like this, like come over here, Scoop up these pawns. Just make it super simple. He had 4 minutes on the clock at move 30, so it was just interesting. So, yeah, if you find yourself in these positions as you play, definitely just simplify, especially when you're better, and take your time. So, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Creeper 445. I'm gonna check out your game. Give me a second. It's gonna take a minute for me to find it. Let me get down to my friends. Oh, it's Scythio. Okay, well there you go. Where are you on my friends? Did I pass you? Okay, I'm gonna add you as a friend since you're on here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna add you. Why not? Hooray! All right, and we're gonna go over a win or a loss that you had. The win is 22 moves. The win. Of course you want to go over the win. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try not to look at that and go straight for the... Let's just start from the... It was stupid. Well, you don't want... I mean, if you don't want to look at a stupid win, it was a 22 move win. It's probably pretty. I've been playing stupid. Well, I mean... You only made 4 blunders. What is this? So this is an Italian game. Okay. Oh, is there a... There's some kind of trick with taking this, isn't there? Yeah, this is the Blackburn Shilling Gambit. That's what it is. Okay. I was trying to figure out where I knew this from. Okay, so he took the knight, which is correct. Okay. If I was you, I would probably play c4, or c5, I mean. Okay. Interesting move. Takes, knight takes, bishop takes, bishop doesn't take. I mean, that's one way to play it. What would I play here if I was black? Probably bishop e7. Okay. I mean, you played bishop e7 anyway. That's an odd move. So you're just going to give away the bishop? Okay. Good. Strange move. Okay. 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 Push? No push. Okay. Okay, that was not good. Developing, good. Okay. I mean, you could have developed a knight here to protect this. But, I understand. I understand the thought, the process. Getting greedy. Getting greedy. You need to develop some pieces. White needs to develop some pieces. Like, you've got rooks on open files, half open files. Bishops are out. Attacking a lot, you know. And he's pawn grubbing. Not the best idea. He's not super losing right now. Okay. Yeah. So you take the rook. which I'm going to guess is what happens. What is the name of this mate? Is this the Morphe's mate? No. What kind of mate is this? It's not the Morphe's mate, is it? I can't remember. Yeah, it's nice. Hold on, let me look it up. Types of mating attacks. Let's see if we can get a list of them. Is it the No, it's not the opera mate. Pillsbury mate, maybe? Let's look at Pillsbury mate. I should probably know this. Pillsbury mate. I don't know. We're going deep into the annals. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that. It's a type of Morphe's mate. I should know that though. It was so scuffed. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, you're playing against a 900, so what I'm more interested in is the other game that you had. Hold on, I don't want to play you just yet. Let's go to. I know you don't want to be embarrassed. It's 69 moves, man. It's 69. I have to click on it. It's not this. It's a rule. It's a rule. I'm sorry. We have to look at it from your point of view. All right. E4 opening. I like it. Ooh, oh, that's right. You play Ruy Lopez. Okay. So this is the Berlin defense, I think. Okay. I don't know. I don't know Ruy Lopez theory. That looks like your pawn is under attack. The double span. Oh, this is the 4 knights double Spanish variation. Why don't I know that? That's interesting. Okay. Takes away from the center? I'm certain that taking away from the center is probably better. And as a Ruy Lopez player, you should probably know that as well. I don't even have the analysis on right now, and I can tell you that I think that taking away from the center is best. Like he did. Like they did, I should say. They did. Okay, so you push. Your pawn on e4 is still hanging. Oh my god. Okay. Now it's still hanging. If takes, yeah, you just, yeah. Okay. We're in agreement. Okay. So you're targeting this pawn, trying to like foresee the future. I want to be able to visualize the future. So I'm going to say, without looking, I'm really trying hard not to look at the rest of the board. I'm going to say this move or rook. No, I'm going to say this move. Okay, rook over. Okay, not bad. So castles. Yeah. You now the bishop. No. Okay. So you take the pawn. Yes. I think that this is. He's got this. Maybe start with this move. Attacking the bishop. Bishop has to move. Then you attack the knight. The knight doesn't. I mean, the knight still technically has the square and you move over. Kind of interesting. I don't know. Let's see what you played. What was your... What's the idea here? Don't know what your idea is. You should be developing your rooks or attacking this knight, doing something. That doesn't do anything. That protects your pawn, so that if you play this and there's a trade, you can take it with the rook instead of the knight and not have to damage your pawn structure, which is kind of smart. Yeah, so this is why I didn't like this bishop move. Was because now he gets to attack it with tempo. He actually gets his other rook in this. And you don't want to play a move like this because then he just kicks. So you had to play maybe something like bishop back. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna guess he does this. Yep. Okay. Counter-attacking. Counter-attacking. Okay. I'm interested in to see what you did, because honestly, this isn't that big of a threat. You're back. This isn't a threat, as long as this knight doesn't get kicked. Because if this and then he takes, and then you move the rook over. What's funny about that is that you can just move the knight away. This pawn protects your king side as if it is your pawn, and it's not. You can't take it. Okay, protecting the knight. You allow this. Although I'd probably be taking this. Okay, so that's what he played. Okay, so now you have 3 attackers on this. So you have to push it, because you can't get another defender over there. Okay. Attacking the knight, kind of. This pawn is being held up by a string. This is probably coming. In this position, I might play this. Just to kick this knight away. If here, I'll push... If he takes, I take. The pawn push here is met by the knight coming here, protecting the rook. Oof. I guess it's defended. Everything is weirdly defended. This is the... I've got ads now. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I might be able to turn that down for subs and follows, or subs and bits or something like that. But I updated my channel point rewards as well, so that's always good. At least I have channel point rewards now, and you guys can vote on those if you want to change any of them. So, all right. So feels like a very paper thin position. Okay. Ooh, okay, so that's a bad spot for that knight. It really is. Just move the rook up. Ooh. Yeah. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno, as my daughter would say. That's... Yeah, you saw... Some people would say you saw a ghost. I think you saw demons. Like, I don't know. It's a rough move. Okay, so this is... I think this is all forest. You move your rook to the e2. What is with you in these bishop moves, man? What is that bishop doing here? This is... What is this? Does he just... I hope he pushes this pawn on you. Okay. Because this is just ridiculous. And then he tells you, get out of here. No. I'm thinking of just playing for funsies. Yeah, you need to kick this. I'll get back to the game. I don't like the way that it looks now. Okay, so you took this. This is why I wanted you to bring it to the open file. The rook belongs in the open file. Even if you had played this and this, but now you can take, and you don't have to worry about weird stuff down here. So you had to play. Okay. Wait, what? So you just get you don't get mated here. Why don't you get mate? This is just mate. Am I missing something here? What's the evaluation say? Hold on, I gotta move my phone. Yeah, evaluation says mate. Okay, mate in 1. Still mate in 1. No longer mate in 1. I think it's mate in 2 now. Okay. Oh my god. Takes. You and your bishop, man. Okay. I think we're done here. Taylor has a stream deck where he can press a little button, and what will come up, it's the scene in Queen's Gambit where he's like, you resign now, and that's what I'm feeling in this moment. It's like, you resign now. What is it? Why is it doing that to my OBS? I don't even have two things open. That's weird. Okay, I'll fix it. Okay. Sorry. But yeah. You resign now. Okay. I like how this lasted exactly 69 moves. Well, at least he knows how to mate. I just play for the funsies. Listen, it happens. Yeah, and that game, you were doing fine. I think that aside from maybe knowing the opening themes a little better, you played okay here. Moving the rook up. Oh, so this is the best move. Okay, moving the rook up is the best. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, moving the rook up is for the best. Here, he doesn't. Oh, I guess he does have this move, doesn't he? He still has this move, but then you can move over. So like something like this. I don't know. Anything but that. All right. We've got, let's go ahead and play a game. Go ahead and send me a challenge. Here we go. Turn up my volume just a little bit. Go. Oh, wait, what? There we go. All right. So we'll play E4. I'm scared. I'm scared. Hold me, Cletus. The French. The French defense. Who did I play? I played somebody just the other day. LJ, I think was his name. I'm not a big fan of playing against the French. I want to play. I want to learn how to play the French defense like Vichy Anand. Okay. I'll try this. Good for some kind of quick development. Castle. Okay. Play this. Attack the knight. A couple of interesting tactics here. Attack the rook in the corner. That's good. Thinking about this move. If takes, then takes, then takes. I think I just want a castle. Castling's not bad in this spot. Definitely interesting. Definitely an interesting position. Okay. So take here first. Then I go here. Okay. I'll take that. I'll trade this off. I'm going to move this out of the way, bring my rooks to the center. Yep. Okay. How do I want to play this? I want to get my queen more centralized. Do I want to do that? Probably not. Alright. Just because it's you. Just because it's you. Okay. Yep. Okay. Suppose. Interesting. So we're in an end game. Yeah, probably do this. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so now I'm kind of like, what do I want to do here? I think defending is probably best. Okay. Okay. So this is good. I'm making your rook a little bit more passive. Okay. Okay. I've got 5 minutes. Let me calculate this. I don't want you to take both of these. Yeah, I'll do this. This is the square. And now he can't get into it. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't. Yeah, I needed to calculate to make sure that the end game was winning. I saw the sacrifice on the rook, the check, and then taking here. I just had to calculate if you were going to be able to stop my pawn. And you played up. And when you played up, then... Because you have to decide whether or not you're going to defend these pieces, these pawns, or if you're going to go for my other pawn. So... This is what he uses design. Okay, surely. So, you always want to stay a knight's move away from the king, no matter what. And there you go. Always want to stay a knight's square away from the king, except for when they reach the corner. When they reach the corner, you want to be one move away from the corner, like this. Now they only have the 2 squares to go back and forth. So you just move your king in, like this, and you check me out. It's the easiest way to do it. GG, man. Now let's go look at the game review and see how badly I did. So I was down a pawn at some point, and then I came back. Okay. So this is... Oh, that's best. I didn't know that. This is a dubious. Okay. Good move. That's a good move. You're playing all the best moves. That's interesting. Best. 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 Okay. Best. 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 Good. Good. Okay. Questionable. Very questionable. Good. Okay. 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 Questionable. Best. Best. Okay. So I wasn't bad to take the queen. The queen trade was good. That's good. Good to know. That's best. I knew that was best. Looking back at this position, I'm going to guess that taking is okay and that pushing is the best. Oh no, taking is best. That's interesting. Rook takes is best. That's good. That's good. That's best. That's best. That's best. That's good. Okay. Yep. 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 Best, best, best. Takes is best. I wonder... I'm sure that this is bad. Yeah. But that's a blunder. Because of what I played, probably. Yeah. So why is this bad? What's the spot? What are you supposed to be doing in the spot? Oh, I should have just defended. Is what they're saying. Oh yeah, you're right. I do have this, and then coming over here. I don't know. So what should you have done to... Oh, h5. Yeah, now I don't have that check. This is a lot harder to win. A lot harder to win. Might not even be winning. Rook b8 is the move now? Oh, just threatening that if you take now, I threaten the skewer. So g7. b4. Okay. And then you pick this up. Yep. Queen e8. Oh, just not allowing you to... Oh, if you do this, then I do this. Protecting the pawn. h2. e7 check. g6. e3 to protect. Bishop b2. Or rook b2. Yeah, it's just a draw. Okay. You're 1k higher rated unfair. What's unfair is the fact that I still had to grind out to an endgame against the 900. Have you thought about that? This is... ELO is a logarithmic scale, my friend. I'm supposed to be beating you, like, I think 99% out of a million games, logarithmically. So, the fact that you had chances is up until, I mean, you were winning up until what move? Till move 33. Like, you had to, I mean, obviously it's slight, but I mean, but I guess the it's the comprehensive amount of knowledge, like knowing in the end game, or being able to calculate this as well, is probably to a great advantage. Some people might have been even just afraid of doing that move. So, yep. Good to know that my endgame technique is on point, though. Look at all those best moves. Why was this not best? Just taking the is taking here best? I don't know what was best. Yeah, taking was just best. Oh well. I mean, it's potato potato. Yeah. Ooh, is this all best? That would be fantastic if this is all best. Yay! It is all best. Look at that, man. Best player I've beaten is 1900, luckily. Yeah, well. So what I will say, and this is, I don't know if everybody shares the same thought process as I do, but I believe that there is, at a lower level, I would say less than 1400. Probably higher than that and going down, but below 1400, there's a subsection. It's I believe my broken arm. It's broken into two categories. It's people who are really, really trying and just cannot win. And then the other half of that are players that are better than their rating, like significantly better than their rating, but they have no need to try. They have their motivation for winning a game is for the tiniest hit of dopamine possible. So it's for people who really, really care about the rating and people who really, really don't care about the rating. So it's like, it's really mixed in the demographic there. So once you get up to higher ratings, though, that margin thins a little bit. Like, if you get up to 2200 rating, you are getting to the point where you are going to care about your rating no matter what. Like, you don't have off days where you're just like, yeah, I don't want to throw off 200 rating points. No, because that's not how you get better. So you don't get those in the higher levels. You have, at the lower levels, you definitely have those people that kind of, they either really, really care or they really don't care. So, you want to play one more? We'll play one more and then we'll call it a night. Oh, actually, I got to do my puzzles. Let me do my puzzles real quick. Let me make sure this puzzles looks okay on the board, first of all. I'm going to make it a slightly bit smaller. That way everybody can see it. Or maybe a slight bit smaller. There we go. All right. Oh! Don't do that. Where's my Twitch chat? There we go. And we'll put that down like here. Okay. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm almost there. So, what's funny about this? I actually pulled up my phone. So my internet went down this last week, and so I wasn't streaming, and I woke up one morning and I was doing chess puzzles on the floor or in the bathroom, and I accidentally got the 3000 rating while I wasn't streaming, and so I was like, ah, crap. So the last time that I was on, so last night when I got on, I went ahead and told people, I was like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and get one wrong on purpose, and then I'm just going to hit 3,000. Come back and hit 3,000, so here we are. This is it. This is where we make our move, literally. All right, black to move. Um, we're just looking at checks and captures. A lot of captures, a lot of checks. Wow. Everything on the board's a damn check or capture. I'm just highlighting checks and captures, and this is insane. Okay. I think we got them all out of the way. Now you're back. Did we have an ad break there? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry. Alright, so. Check. If left, I think I just go here. What I'd like to do is have a check and then bring the knight in. Or maybe bring the knight in first. So this has got to be a mate. I'm down so much material. So this is check. Only 2 options. Ooh, interesting. So if we're going to look at one first, so let's go here. Then there's this check. And then check. And mate. Those are the only options. If he goes to the corner, then we just mate right here on the square anyway. So, and then we're going to look at this one. Just make sure that we're correct. And then, yeah, any direction, this is mate. Okay, so that looks good. And then we said here, and then we said here. All right. Target time is 25 seconds. But I take my time. I take on these. All right. This pawn is pinned. Taking this pawn is checked. This knight is mildly annoying. What? There's a lot of different moves here. This looks really interesting. Can't take back. Can't take back. Can take here. I wonder if that matters. So we're discovering the queen. Discovery on the queen. But it doesn't help us. At least in my mind it doesn't help us. Here, takes, and we're just down material. Material's even right now? Yeah, material's even right now. If I take, takes, it's a fork. I get the piece back. That's interesting, but I don't think it quite works. I wonder if we can threaten anything else in this position. Like, let's say here, well, I guess maybe here. Here to threaten the knight, right? Now we're threatening to take the knight. I mean, we were always threatening to take the knight before. But let's say we move here. Knight takes. Oh, what's interesting with that move is that we still have this now. But they can, with the idea that they can take back with the queen. No, they can't take back with the queen. The queen is pinned. And the queen here protects it. So like if I here, this wins the queen. So the question is there any way to save the queen? So here, and if he just moves out of the way, I just take it. I mean, that looks good. You don't want to lose the queen. And the problem with like something like this is that you have this, and then when you move closer, you can push here. If you move here, he does have this move initially. So let's take a look at that before we count it immediately. Let's take a look at this real quick. If takes here. Oh, what about this move? Glad we're looking at it. Glad we're looking at it. So if here, push, what do we do in that case? Because now if we take this, oh, do we take? No, we can't take. Well, maybe we can because this knight is defending this. I just noticed the knight is also defending c1. So it's even here. Here, 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 here. Takes. 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 Moves over. Here. Takes. What's the count there? I feel like I'm down material. I am down material. What about just takes first? Takes, takes, over, here, here. If push, I guess I have this. I don't know. I don't see anything concrete, but this feels like it's right, but I've got to deal with this. I can't take here, right? Takes, takes. Or maybe here, here, takes, takes, takes. So I'm down a queen for a bishop. Takes. Down a queen and a rook. Takes. Down a queen. He's still got both rooks though. That doesn't make any sense. Something like this is really interesting too. If here, takes, takes. Yeah, I feel like I just want to move the queen. So what was wrong with this again? If here, takes, takes, takes. I feel it's a queen move. I know it is. I know it's a queen move. What about this move? I know, it's just insane. If this is here, takes, takes, moves out of the way. Takes. I want to get the queen out of the way and then play something like this. No problem, man. Yeah, I've got to go after this puzzle too. I'm hoping I can get it right and I hit 3,000. Ugh. Alright, so we've got to go with something, right? If takes, moves, takes. I'm still threatening the queen. Here, I still take with check. Oh my god. Oh. True. I only got 5. I gotta do one more. Alright. Oh, it's an easy one. Well, it's an easier one, I think. Okay. Wait to move. What's to stop this? Here. Queen. Queen. The question is, do I want to... Oh, man. Nope. No! Don't look at me! It was nothing. None of that. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Engineer. D5. Okay. Queen D1. Queen. Check. Oh. It's a fast king. It's a really fast king. Yeah, he had to see all of this. It's actually the same reason, too. That's insane. Quick king. And then what's funny about this is that even if I promote to here, he pushes F7. Or, yeah. And this is just a draw. I mean, kudos. Yep. I gotta go peace. Take it easy, man. Man, I really wanted to hit 3K puzzles today. I am not gonna be able to do it. I've gotta go run some errands. Sheesh, man. Alright. Alright, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you very much. If you haven't followed, please follow. I greatly appreciate it. I don't have any subscribers yet, so if you want to be the first to subscribe, please do. Feel free. I'm not going to hold you back. Keep in mind that if you do subscribe, you do have to cancel it unless you are okay with paying me every month for the $5 that it is. If you are going to sub, I will go ahead and do one free game review, like in-depth game review a week if you want. And like that'll continue. I'll go ahead and work through that and make sure that people can get all their reviews done. And then, for as far as subs are concerned, like first tier subs are always going to get whatever the heck they want. So, but yeah, thank you very much for hanging in with me. It's been a great night. I hope that you got something out of it. And yeah, I think the next time that we get on, tomorrow probably, I will go ahead and start getting back into like 10-minute games and start to get my reading back up, because I think that's what most people want to see, is me, get the rating up outside of the 3,000 puzzles. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Thank you for following and subscribing. And yeah, everybody have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Peace.